Today I want to make breakfast tacos. Not only one, not two, I will make 4 different breakfast tacos. You just need some minutes to get the perfect breakfast. Now let's roll the intro. For me, the only typical way to serve a taco is the soft shell. I totally can understand when you like the satisfying crunch of the hard shell, but I enjoy the texture of the soft and warm tortilla. Obvious, I will make them myself and it's super easy. And the only real mistake you can make is to let them too long in your pan, then they may just simply break.
The first step is to combine 375 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Next we're gonna add half of a cup of oil. We need a certain amount of fat in our tortilla. Some other reasons would be the taste and the texture of the tortilla.
Depending on the taco, I would just use some garlic oil or lard. Just have a go.
Add 160 milliliters of warm water. Mix flour and water with a fork. Stir until it begins to form the dough. Then knead it gently into a ball and put it into an oiled bowl. Cover with some plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature for 30 minutes. Flour your working surface and then dump your dough on it. Cut into 9 equal portions depending on how big or small you want your tortilla. Once they're done, you can start rolling them into nice round balls. As they're rested, get a skillet and get this hot. Take one of your dough balls. Dust your working surface and your dough ball with some flour. Then you start rolling and rotating until you get a perfectly even round circle. Repeat this process until you get a nice thin uncooked tortilla. Lastly, you will put it into a hot pan without any oil or butter. The dough has enough fat. You will cook it for 30 seconds on each side. When you cook it longer, my mistake will happen and they will just snap. Then you will flip it and cook it again. When they are soft and chewy with some bubbles, you did everything right.
Congrats guys, you did it.
To keep your tortilla warm, just give them under a kitchen towel.
Let's start with the most classic breakfast taco, eggs and bacon. Also, 2 of the 4 tacos are vegetarian, so stay tuned. But first I want to make the bacon egg tacos.
I cut this thick piece of bacon into nice big chunks. I really want to taste the bacon because I want this little bacon explosion in my mouth. And this is definitely the best way to do it. I want to cook them old school. I will just fry them in a pan with no oil. I'm not gonna lie, this still looks absolutely amazing. You don't need any fancy things for this. Next we talk about the scrambled eggs. Put a couple of tablespoons of butter in a non-stick skillet over medium heat. Crack 2 eggs per taco. Scramble them in a bowl and season with salt and pepper. Add your eggs and immediately start whisking with a wooden spoon or spatula. Just keep stirring and cooking until it's creamy. I like to add a French touch, some heavy cream and also the bacon. So the eggs can absorb all the fat from the bacon and will get more intense. Now at this point everyone should know what to do. Take a nice hot tortilla. Top with your perfectly scrambled eggs. Then your favorite cheese. I use some cheddar and Gouda mix. Top it with fresh sour cream that I made earlier for another taco. I will show it later in the video, so don't worry. And then I sprinkle some chopped chives on top. I think something is missing. This looks good, but kinda plain and boring as well. And you know what is not boring? Spice. So we're gonna make a salsa. I'm gonna start with 200 grams of jalapeno. Now you can char them over stovetop. Wait.
Guys, I live in Germany. We don't really have a gas burner here. But I'm using this to char them nicely until each jalapeno is totally black all the way around the entire skin. Give them into a pot and cover with aluminium foil. Let them kinda steam a little bit.
In this time you're gonna cut 4 cloves of finely sliced garlic and give them into a small pot. You're gonna add a half cup of oil. Place on a stove top, set to medium heat and gently cook them. Cook them until they get lightly golden toasted. Be careful so you don't burn them. Strain this through a sieve so you have 2 separate pieces. Once our jalapeno are kinda steamed, rub off the charred bits. Cut their stems off. Everything goes into a blender. Seeds, skin, all on. With our toasted garlic and 1 fresh clove of garlic. A lime is a must for salsa, so create a peel of the lime, roll it and cut it so you can press out a beautiful juice. This will give a pleasant touch to the salsa. Turn your blender on and blend it until it's as smooth as possible. Change the settings to high, then slowly, like when you're making a fresh mayo, stream all of your garlic oil in until it's well mixed and emulsified. After blending you can season it. Taste with salt. Now give some freshly made salsa on top. The first taco looks gorgeous and tastes amazing. I would say 4.1 out of 5 taco points. Eggs and bacon are an unbeatable combo and this salsa is killing it.
Next I want to make some crispy hash brown tacos.
Grate them on a cursed setting on the cheese grater. Soak your potatoes in water for 5 minutes. Drain and wash until the water runs clear. Place your grated potatoes on a kitchen towel to absorb all the moisture. Heat up a non-stick pan. Drizzle a couple of tablespoons of oil into it. Press the potatoes to the bottom of the pan. Then season with salt and pepper. Let it cook for 5 minutes until crispy. Flip your hash browns and cook for 4 more minutes. I love to eat potatoes with a sour cream orange sauce. And this is so easy to make. Combine a half cup of curd with another half of a cup of sour cream. Add 1 tablespoon of heavy cream and whisk until creamy. Season with salt, pepper, dried oregano, dried parsley and chopped chives. Combine everything together. Once the cream is ready, we will start again with a hot tortilla. Spread a sour cream on the tortilla and this time I use some fried eggs. Just cook them a little bit longer. Some big slices of bacon and then we're gonna put down our hash browns. Some red onions before the cheese and we are done. Look at this amazing taco. It was, to be honest, my favorite. So 4.7 out of 5 taco points. It's just like a punch in the face. I love this beautiful taco.
The next taco is a delicious vegetarian lentil taco.
Once you get started, the sauce comes really quick together. The first thing we do is to heat the cumin with some chili flakes to release all their flavor. Once you smell that scent, grind them with a pestle and mortar to get a flavorful powder. Give the cumin chili mix, dried oregano and garlic powder to a bowl. Add salt, pepper and a little cinnamon. Mix everything until well combined. Pour olive oil into a pan. We will sear our tomato paste with our spice mix for 5 minutes. This smells fantastic. Slowly pour in vegetable stock, only a few drops at a time. Do this until we get a nice sauce. Don't stop stirring. You're gonna add white vinegar. I want to make a cornstarch water to thicken the sauce. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 100 milliliters of vegetable stock will be needed. Give the cornstarch water in. Keep stirring until combined. Reduce the heat as necessary to maintain a gently simmer. This will also get a lot thicker when it cools, so it's perfect to put into the fridge. I will cook the lentils for 10 minutes in some water and then strain them through a sieve. Then put them back on the stove and we will add our enchilada sauce and cook for 10 more minutes. Season with salt. The sauce shouldn't be too fluid since it's for a taco. To assemble our lentil taco, I'm gonna take 1 warm tortilla, spread some of the sour cream on the taco, give some delightful lentils on top and some tablespoons of the salsa. Slice tomatoes in a row. I like to use some finely cut red onions as well. Also again 2 different types of cheese. I used some cheddar and some delicious Gouda. Finish with some cilantro. This taco was something really new to me and the enchilada sauce works wonder. I really liked it, so I would say 3.7 taco points out of 5.
Since we can't forget about beans when making a taco, I want to make a delicious puree.
To begin, I will put 1 tablespoon of butter into a small pan. Dice a whole red onion, add 1 clove of sliced garlic and a small piece of chopped chili. Sweat this for 5 minutes and then add your strained beans. Season with salt and pepper while whisking. I plan to blend them into a soft puree with a mixer. Well, this didn't work out, so I used my hand blender and yeah, that works much better. Once this is done, get your avocado and cut into half. Twist it like this, take your knife and set into the seed. Twist the knife and the seed should fall out like this. Take one tortilla and spread out your kidney bean puree on the tortilla. It's incredibly delicious. Some parts of the avocado on top, a lot of cheese and some sliced tomatoes. Finish with some cilantro. The last taco was something really refreshing. I love the puree and because of the avocado, it's super creamy as well. Overall, this was a fantastic breakfast taco. 3.9 points.
We made breakfast tacos. There's a wrong way and a right way to do so. But I think we made a decent job with our homemade tortilla and our amazing salsa. Now you can check out all my social medias, and when you want, write down a comment, it would help me a lot. When you watched till now, just smash the subscribe button. I want to see you in the next video. Bye!